got out my glass jars. My whole cabinet's filled with glass jars. And now I will have one for today. So sometimes some of the lettuce is still like in there. I have like a piece. So I'm going to pour some out. You'll see most of it is liquidy and can pour it. And it's so full. Look at all this. This is like, I don't even know how much this is. I guess 32.64. This is over 100 ounces of greens. I'll pour it in. I'm going to have 2 of these today and then 1 tomorrow. If I start to see any thick pieces, oh, like that, but it was only 1. I'll just pull that piece out. The rest seems to be good. It's so funny that it blends. It's like this high-speed blender, and it blends it all up and leaves like 1 piece. I always put dandelion greens, and I read that dandelion greens give you vivid dreams, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I swear I've been having the most vivid dreams lately. So I'm always putting dandelion greens. I love dandelion greens. And whatever I don't get in the greens, I get in my teas. I get burdock root tea. I use dandelion. I do so many different teas. Hibiscus, green tea. I drink teas all the time. Also know teas are dehydrating, so you want extra water. I do not drink coffee as well. People think, oh, I need coffee. Coffee is very dehydrating. It's often moldy unless you know where it's sourced and it's organic. But it's really not great for your body. It's not good for your system. It shocks your system. You want nutrients. You don't need to have these spikes and drops. You want consistent, good energy. Look at all this, all of that. So this is my meal. People always say to me, you never eat. You don't eat enough. How aren't you hungry? How do you only eat in 4 or 5 hours? I mean, did you just see the amount of greens I had in there? I just ate the grocery store. This would equal like big, huge, 2 huge salads. So I'm getting all that nutrient in here. So I'll have this when I break my fast, not now, later. And then I'll have a meal, one of those meals I talked about, more veggies. So I pack in the veggies. I cut up like zucchini, a squash, green beans, kale. I throw it all in a pan with oil and sea salt, Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. That's the problem with the world. They talk about like, oh, salt's bad for you. Yes, refined salt's bad for you, but unrefined salt's not. The same thing they do with hormone talk, which those will be other videos, but they say taking hormones are bad for you. Yes, synthetic, ones that come from horse. Bioidentical, great. It's not good to have imbalanced anything, never mind your hormones. I don't take them yet, but not to say I won't. So I'll have one for tomorrow when I break my fast as well. So this is plenty of nutrients. No, I'm not hungry. If I was hungry, I would shift. I don't want deficiencies. So no, it's what makes me healthy and it's what makes me strong and fit. And I feel amazing. And the one compliment I get always, all day, consistently, is I love your energy. Your energy is so great. It's what I put in my body. It's what I put in my mind. It's what I feed my soul with in the mornings. So it's my morning routine and my night routine is everything. I come from a teaching background. I used to be a school teacher, and I teach teachers and leaders and managers to lead effectively, and I always teach them how they start and how they end. And we all know that first impressions are lasting impressions. How you start something is so important. I talk to my trainers for owning my gym, and I always say, don't grab a jump rope, because every class is new. And for them, they might be on their 5th class, but it's new for every person that walks in. Every day is a new day. People say cats have 9 lives. I say we have billion lives. Every day you have a chance to start everything over and do everything over, and it's a whole new life. And you want to think of it as a whole new life because you have to repeat a lot of it. You want to fill in with all new stuff too. And you want to repeat your routine. So every day I get up and it's exciting because it's like a whole new life, a whole new blank slate. And these look so beautiful. I'm not going to taste it now, and I don't want to taste it now because I like it cold. So I'm going to store these in the fridge. I taste it like room temperature, and I don't really like it. And then I put it in the cold, and it's so much better. So now I have these to load my refrigerator with. I have this one for tomorrow. I have the Shilajit that I did. I have this that I will do right now with you. And this does not taste good either, by the way. This is actually worse than the sea moss. I don't know. This is like duty. Sound appealing? Don't you want to go out and get some? So I take my water. I get down more water. This, I really work, by the way, when you don't want to taste something and it's gross, I inhale. And then when I swallow it, I exhale. I don't even smell it or nothing. I'm not the inhale's over. I'm not inhaling once I take this in. I exhale out. Not the best. But there, I got my good stuff in. You know, sometimes I used to eat bad things in the day, and people, they are your friends, and the things they say are not your friends. Like when they say things like, oh, it's just one, or it's not that bad, or you eat so healthy, have a cookie, or it's not so bad, it's one piece of cake, and none of that is smart talk. Would you ever put sugar in your gas tank? And I already know the answer is no. You would never put sugar in your gas tank. Your car would not run with just one little scoop of sugar. Your car would not run. And then we treat our bodies worse than we treat our car. Meanwhile, every 5 or 3 or 6 years, you get a new car, but you can never get a new body. So I don't want to put any sugar in my body. I don't want to say just one. Also, you're never satisfied. If I have one cookie, I want another cookie, or I want another cookie, because sugar is like crack cocaine. You want more, and it doesn't satisfy me. This stuff satisfies me. It motivates me. It makes me proud of myself. And I used to, it was like the joke that I would spend all this time doing celery and then I'd go have a cookie. Not right after, but sometime in the day I wanted a cookie, and then I had those excuses. I'm so healthy, I can have a cookie. Oh, it's okay, it's just one. Yeah, multiply. If you have one cookie a day times 30 cookies a month times 12, you're having 360 cookies a year. Look up how much calories and fat. And you're either getting closer to health or closer to disease. And I just like to own my power, and I teach people to own my power. And once you lose your health, you do not own your power anymore. So you want to keep your health and stay healthy as long as you can, and not ever ask your doctor if it's right for you. Ever. Those commercials drive me nuts. Every time I see those commercials of meds, ask your doctor if it's right for you. Who's your doctor? Are they sitting there with a clipboard taking notes? You never have your doctor. You can't even get a hold of your doctor. Also, doctors are trained in surgery and drugs. I don't want their drugs. I don't want any of their meds. There's always side effects. There's always repercussions. It's always going to set something else off. There's no drug without side effects, and especially, when you see those commercials, the side effects are like death, seizure, sudden death, hyperventilating, epileptic seizures. You're like, seriously, this is on the TV? And then you ask your doctor if it's right for you. No, don't do that. God's food, everything that God gives us, you have God running through you and all around you. The sun, the water, meditation, breath work, your nutrients, food that grows on trees and in the earth. That's what you want. But you want organic, right? Because they're putting the glyphosate all over the stuff. The more you can educate your stuff, the better. So that's my morning routine. And then I get dressed and sing around the house and I get ready to serve the world. Comment below, ask for tips. It'll be my pleasure to answer anything you have. Thank you.